Top of the league and having a laugh. The summer transfer window opens and a floodlight of clubs whip out their multi-million-pound chequebook to sign the next big players capable of helping them achieve results better than last season's. But down in the lower tiers, player transfers are not a simple walk in the park. The window is constantly open, wider than Wembley's new arches, and players are free to move as they please. Les Rance, Hampton and Richmond Football Club's press officer, says the club wouldn't stand in a player's way.
If someone came in and offered decent money to one of our players, they might be tempted, especially if it was a high level of football. There are players who stay here for a few years. I'm thinking, funny enough, of Alan Innes, who's been here somewhat 4 years now. So Dudley Gardner, another long-standing player. But they're very few and far between. Most players, if you get a year or two out of them, then you're doing well.
This issue can often be a result of poor finances, whilst the TV revenue increasingly is handed out to the bigger teams rather than the small ones who need it most.
Very difficult at this level with the crowd base that we have. We have a budget for, say, 40 weeks of the season, so we tend to tie up players for a contract for the year. We have, in certain circumstances, had contracts for a longer period, but even those don't normally include payments over the summer. I don't believe it's something that happens very commonly in non-league football. It may happen at conference national level, that's completely different because some of those are full-time, but we're still a part-time club, and I don't think the chairman could quite manage to pay out for 52 weeks of the year, much as we'd like him to.
Whilst the decision of whether a player is sold is often down to a business perspective, a sale of a fantastic player can often annoy the club's supporters. David Rees says,
obviously from a chairman's point of view, then he'd probably be very grateful for a few £1,000s in the bank to pay for some more players. But I think Inze's got the capability to play at the next level up, so I don't know if selling him would be much benefit to Hampton and Richmond.
Lower league football clubs will always expect to lose a player at some point, but there is no I in team. Alan Innes, one of the club's longest serving and star players, says he will never leave.
No, never. I've been here now 4 years now, and it's a lovely club really. It's got a good manager, it's got a good, a small fan base, but they're really quite loyal, and it's just a nice club to be at. And I think, I've seen us go up from now Ryman 1 into the Ryman Premier, and now from the Ryman Premier into the Conference South. I think no way. I don't think there'd be anyone who's leaving this club. No way. Superb.
The question of loyalty will come down to a game of two halves. Some will win, some will lose. However, it's good to see that some players at least remain loyal to their clubs.